Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new series on the channel. Today we're going to be starting a brand new series. This is a new pack. It's FTB Skies Expert. Yeah, Expert. Something that, I definitely am not when it comes to this pack. I've been beta testing it for probably about 2 weeks now. On top of that, I'd also like to mention that as this is being recorded, it's still in closed beta. So sadly, you can't have access to the pack yet, but when the time comes, I believe February 30th is the date they keep throwing around, it will be available to the public. Some of the things with this pack is that it is very quest oriented, as you can see by all this over here. And a lot of crafting recipe changes, a lot of custom little tweaks and whatnot and everything to make the game a little bit more interesting, a little bit more difficult. It's gonna be an interesting test of will for sure, at least for me, because I don't do a lot of these expert packs. I usually do a lot of pretty simple, easy, easy to digest at least normal packs, without a bunch of modified recipes and whatnot that don't really challenge me all that much. But I'm taking on this task because kind of want a challenge. I just finished up a private all the mods 9 playthrough where finished the star and everything, and want something a little bit different. So that's why we're in a sky block, and based off this island, this is a beautifully created island by the FTB team. This is the Cherry Blossom Grove. We have this nice little building in the center. Something that I wouldn't say I'm capable of making something like this. This is pretty impressive. That's another thing we're gonna try and experiment with a lot more in this series. Is it is a sky block, and I feel like people, myself included, tend to, in a sky block environment, not really build as much or focus on building as much. But I'm gonna try and make an effort to build some cool structures or layouts or whatnot of some machinery and some items. So I guess without further ado, we could get started with it and see what this has in store with us by opening up this first quest here. Welcome. It says, welcome back to FTB Skies, our skyblock pack for 1.19.2 that has now been taken to all new heights. These quests are optional, but will help you navigate the recipes and mechanical changes without them, it can be incredibly difficult. Like I said, this is still being worked on, so there might be some typos and whatnot. We suggest you use this as a guide to take you through your adventure in our skyblock world. The far left of the quest book has the chapter list. Most resources acquisition can be found through JEI, but the quest book will assist you in reaching the other dimensions and launching your rocket to the stars above. And then there's just a little, we hope you enjoy message. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to get into this first chapter. It does come pre-installed with shaders. You could probably see that from my, my screen out here. We got some nice looking water and effects and, skybox and whatnot. I'm going to try to keep the shaders on for as long as possible because I prefer to play with them, and my computer can handle it. But I will say, I'm not sure how much further into the pack it is, but at least in the beginning, it's pretty create oriented, and sometimes create likes to make problems with shaders as far as performance. So we may be turning them off. You never know. But also, the pack uses a system called events, right? And so this is really interesting. So one of the first little events that it's done, you can probably see from our friend over there, the Enderman, is it's going to spawn an Enderman on our island. It's actually spawned 2. And essentially why it does that is because you need an Ender Pearl for kind of a progression method. You use it to craft a gate pearl, which we'll get into all that later. But essentially, from my understanding of how it works, is the game initially at the beginning will kind of spawn you in with an Enderman, and then as I think once you acquire the first ender pearl, then the game will kind of like stop doing that until you get like a proper mob setup going and whatnot. So really interesting feature, really interesting mechanic that's already kind of changing things, but we'll be seeing more of these events. I have encountered a good bit of them in the testing, but there's still one or two that I think I haven't ran into. So, and like this one right here, this amethyst one says it's integral to progression. So we're gonna be on the lookout for those. And then we also have loot bees. So this is something that was in the original pack. Basically it's kind of like an event, just how I was describing those other ones, but a bee will spawn and highlight itself, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab a poppy just in case it happens. But when that happens, basically you want to lure it over to your island, and it'll drop a bunch of items that may help you in your progression. It's definitely something that in the early game is pretty helpful. But yeah, so we're gonna be on the lookout for that. But this just goes over a couple of, basic things. When you actually start up the pack, you spawn on an airship, similarly to the regular version of this. I went ahead and skipped that process because, it's in that pack and it just kind of does like a little world generation. And I kind of just wanted to go ahead and start on the island and whatnot. But yeah, this is basically just describing this. And if you want to play with friends, it gives you a codex so you can share ours, glyphs and whatnot, because ours, as you can see, probably from like down here, at least in like kind of the early bit or whatnot, is kind of important. But yeah, we'll go ahead and claim that, get our codex, and then we get an Akashic Tome, right? And we already have that in our inventory, and so we can go ahead and see some of the mods that we have in here. It's a lot of stuff and a lot of tweaks, but it's going to be very interesting to see. And the first thing that we're going to kind of do is soil into dirt. That's interesting. That is what it is. Okay, but I think the first thing that you do here is, like most Skyblock packs, is you just start by right-clicking some dirt with an empty hand, of course. And one new feature that they've added in this version of the pack is that if you offhand the material that you want, it'll only drop cobblestone, or little pebbles to make cobblestone. And also I can say this too, that they have a system in place. So before, you could kind of like auto click this with like an auto clicker, and this is something that I would do a lot in the past just because it saves a lot of time. But basically they have implemented like a thing where the speed that you can click is kind of capped, so you can't really do that anymore. So you're stuck at this default speed, and so you could argue that that's like an expert feature or whatnot, but it is what it is. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, technically, auto clicking is like third-party software, whatnot. Not really intentional to how the game is supposed to be played, so it's not really that big of a deal. But you can also do some cool things too, where if you press Shift and K, it will automatically compress your cobblestone. Basically what it's doing is just taking this, it's doing this crafting recipe and making it into cobblestone for you, so you don't have to like manually do it. But we got that first quest done, and it's gonna give us a couple of things. It's gonna give us some dirt and a pet rock, and But as it said, I'm gonna go put this guy inside the little base, and as it says in this quest book here, rocks, soil combine for dirt, but you can combine dirt and the rocks, and it'll give you gravel. So this is a nice little early step, in my opinion, because it allows you to it allows you to kind of skip in a way, not really skip, but it allows you to craft gravel directly, right? And not in a way that like you don't have to like hammer cobblestone. I mean, we're still probably gonna hammer some cobblestone, but this is just like a little bit quicker to do than that. But we're gonna get some stones now, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. There's a lot of really interesting features and implementations just from the little bit that I've tested. Like I said, I've maybe put like 20-30 hours into my original playthrough. I haven't gotten incredibly far. I've gotten like maybe towards like the end of this last chapter, so there's still like a ton for me to kind of check out. But I know there's a lot of interesting like power generation methods and certain things that you can like only craft in space and whatnot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be an interesting experience overall. But with that being said, we can take some of this rock and some of this. We get 2 gravel per, right? And then we take 3 of this and make some flint. And that is a quest for us, the flint quest, which was the next one in line. And this is going to give us some flint and some sticks. And this is actually how we get our first chopping tool, which is the flint hatchet, right? Which is this little guy. It's really adorable. I think it's really cute. I'm going to clear some space real quick. And we're going to plant some of these trees because they provide you with bone meal, because the torquing is not in here. The tree torquing isn't in here. So it's pretty interesting. I mean, not interesting, but it's different. I mean, this was in the original. So it's not really... Oh, wow. And we already have an oak nest. That's interesting. Yeah, they like just added bees in like the latest update, so it's very interesting to already see one of those. But I'm gonna leave it where it is real quick, and I'm gonna collect some of these seeds because we're gonna need a lot of this stuff. We're gonna grow some more trees, collect some wood up. It's because of this mage light. Don't even think I have anything that can break that. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get some wood and get kind of the natural Minecraft progression thing going. I'm using Ultimine, which is included in the pack. They didn't take that away, luckily. I don't know what I would do without it, really. So this is a pretty integral part. So as you just saw, I cannot craft logs into planks. You actually have to use a saw to strip them and then turn them into planks. I think, not sure if you can strip the logs with this little guy. I actually haven't tried this. Yeah, you can. So usually what I like to do is like a good rule of thumb. I probably should have done this while I was chopping the trees, but I kind of, strip them first. Oh, okay, that broke. We're gonna make some more real quick, like so. But I usually like to strip them. That way we don't use the saw's durability. You can make more of these saws. It also just speeds things up a little bit. But that's our first piece of wood and a crafting station. And so I think what I'm gonna do I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Get rid of those because that makes light. We'll just keep growing trees over here. But now that we have this, we can actually go ahead and craft stone tools. And one of the things I like to do, since mechanism is in the pack, is I like to go ahead and craft myself a axle. That way we just have the all-in-one tool. and, you know, don't have to worry about carrying around like 3 different tools. Just because, you know, inventory management is kind of, I won't say like a big part, but like I haven't gotten to like a decent storage solution in my original playthrough, so hopefully it's something we can work on. But I want to make some chest here, and the reason I'm doing this is because if we set up our crafting station in such a way that I think we can do it like this, like so, and now we can access these chests from our crafting station. So kind of have to still like carry it a little bit, but we'll craft these up into some cobble just for consistency's sake. And then we'll have this chest be like seeds and saplings. We'll take half of those, and we'll put the hemp up. We'll put gravel in there. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my inventory sorted. I'm usually like never good at this stuff, so pardon me if it's taking me a bit. But we'll put all the naturals in there. And then this chest can just be like miscellaneous garbo. But yeah, so it's gonna make things really nice for us, nice and convenient. I think from this point forward, it wants us to 16 logs, which we apparently haven't done yet. I mean, we've collected 16, just not in the way it's wanted us to. Eat a quick apple. Why is it not strange? I don't know, maybe we have to have 16 in our inventory at the same time. Oh yeah, this is the other thing. So if you have chests near each other, it will spawn a mimic, which can be pretty deadly if you can't handle it right. The other reason why I like to use the axle is because it has 10 attack damage, but Golden Hook increases experience dropped by creatures. So we'll put that in our hand slot. And yeah, now we got a Golden Hook. So that's pretty neat. Hopefully we'll get some cool accessories from some of the mimics. But yeah, this is actually one of the events that I was aware of, but in my testing, I actually never ran into this one. So very strange. We are at 13, so we'll collect some more. We're about to run out of bone meal. Okay, there we go. That completed our quest. And while we're at it, we're gonna go ahead and kill this guy. Didn't get an ender pearl. Oh god, that noise is horrendous. Can't stand the Enderman death noise. But I think if we go to Monster Hunter, so this will just give us one, and then these shards are used for some other stuff, but we'll wait on that one. We'll put you in our miscellaneous chest. All right. So our next natural step of progression is to, we've already made a crafting table. I guess it wanted us to do a bunch of this, but we're just gonna do this because one of my goals is I want to complete the quest book. So that'll be interesting. But or sift it from dust. Yeah, I actually didn't do this in my first playthrough. I didn't use like a composter. I might honestly do that this time around, but first thing it wants us to do is make a hammer. So the way you go about doing that is with cobblestone, actually. So you make some stone rods, and you go like so. And then you have a hammer, right? Now, we already have some gravel from where we crafted. Honestly, wait 1 second. I'm gonna, Alex. Yeah. There's like a Tasmanian devil on the island making this. Yeah, this little fella right here. He makes the most atrocious noise that I cannot stand, but... So, we will... Now, since we have the hammer, it's gonna give us a stack of cobblestone. And now we just do the basic, processing. So, I think what I want to do first... So we need a lot of these resources. So that's... Yeah, that's a good start. He has a 16. And that's 8 of each. Okay. Now we've got these done. And then the next step is we need to get flax. Yeah, so this part is going to be interesting because I'm not too sure. We haven't picked up any flax seeds, have we? No, we have not. Can we use... Forgot. Can you use those for string? I guess we could use him, technically. Because I don't think there's any flax seeds on the island. Or at least not that I'm aware of. It's such a pretty island. Do have to keep mentioning that. I love it. It's actually why I chose to, you know, kind of restart over and even do this. I mean, regardless of whether I was going to be recording it or not, I was probably going to restart on this island anyway. Double check in here. There's no string or anything. I don't think there is. So that's okay. It's not the end of the world. But one thing we're going to do is destroy some of this shore bank here. So that way we can get a, we can place some dirt in and then, what's it called? Get a little farm going. Because another thing that we're going to run into pretty quickly is that, hunger and like food and whatnot is going to become a problem pretty quick. So something we have to keep in mind. And I do think just because we need to like probably bone meal some of that, I think I will make a composter, which I think, just want to make sure. Yeah, it's just slabs. I don't have enough of that. So we'll make composter. Okay. And with that, and this is what I'm talking about already, like inventory's getting kind of crazy. We will. Did it say we could sieve these? Is that what that said? Let's put the main of steel. Amethyst. Andesite though. That's actually not a bad thing to maybe pursue. We can make some shears that are like not too expensive. Yeah. As you can see by some of this, like it's already like kind of crazy. But we can make those with iron plates, so not too big a deal. Let's grab all this stuff, because it also gives us more bone meal. I guess the way it wants us to set this up is something like this. So we'll go ahead. Something like that. We can take our maybe half of these. Then we'll start filling that up. I think. Or does that not look like that? Am I dumb? Does it have to go on the top? See, this is like vanilla stuff. This is what will break me. Because I just don't know. I've been playing modded for too long. Yeah. Has to go on the top. Then eventually we'll get a piece of bone meal. So yeah, I'm gonna bone meal this hemp just so we can get this string quest. Because once we do, I think it'll give us flax seeds, which is a much better way of getting string. Yeah, it does. Okay. I'm gonna break you for right now, just because I would rather have the flax down. Where's that other Enderman? I hear him, but I don't see him. He's probably up in one of these trees or something. If I had to guess. I think I saw one over here. Oh, he's over here. Oh, you're on the edge, bud. Can you teleport? Or did I knock you off? I feel like I'm gonna get knocked off if I'm not careful. Yeah. Then we knocked him off. But, anywho, so with some of this first string, we can go ahead and I believe, or is it? Yeah, we can make some string meshes. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. That gives us some of these goodies. And this finally unlocks our sifter quest, right? So to do this is pretty straightforward. We just need some some coal. So I'm gonna start off by they get rid of charcoal? I think they did. Oh, the bastards. Okay. Well, that is no biggie. We will just melt some of our cobblestone with some regular planks, hopefully, and it not be an issue. Do some inventory sorting in the meantime to hopefully get things under control. Also, maybe grow some more trees. Oh, and there's the loopy. So we'll grab this. And where's that straw? Here. Grab a lead as well. Where is he? He's over here. Here, come here. Look at me. Yeah. So this is actually super interesting. We could get some decent stuff here. Oh, I hope he is he gonna drop stuff? Not too positive. Look at our pet rock over there. Oh. Okay. He gave us some. Come. Running from us. No. Come here. Okay. All these items. They're running away. What's going on? Oh no. Give me that. Gold chest. I think our one item is over here still. Did it disappear? Wow, it despawned on us. I'm actually gonna capture this little fella. Keep him just hanging around the base. But we got a gold chest and a mystical white flower, so that's pretty cool. Pretty neat. Yeah, that's gonna be really helpful for us. And we also got this energetic sheep spawn egg. So that is always neato. We have our 3 stone now. And I think what was the gear recipe? If I remember correctly. Oh god. Sifter. Couldn't think for a second. This is like this. Alright. Then we get our wooden sifter. And then we just need a crank. If I remember correctly, yeah. Which I can't, for the life of me, remember how to craft that. You need a button. That's what it was. Now we don't have enough. We'll sacrifice some saw here. Alright, and just like so, we have our sifter. And right off the bat, this is going to give us 4 more. So we'll have 5 total. And I think we might set them up like this over here. At least for the time being. Because a lot of this early sifting is going to be manual. But you pop that fellow in there. And we're going to make some more sieves. Like so. Yeah. We have our first sieves. Yay. I guess this wouldn't... Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to break these real quick and actually place them at this level. And the reason we're going to do that is so that we can actually... Look at this. 1000 IQ right here. Just kidding. This is like very normal stuff. We can go ahead and craft ourselves some more planks. Or slabs, I mean. Craft some chest. And then do a little something like that. Bounce it out. And get some more wooden hoppers. Right? Then we can do something like this. Right? And should do the same thing on the top. But I'm like, don't have any more logs. And we'll just do this for right now. So we will grab our resources here. And I think it would be wise. To... What's the appetite from? Or what is this one from? It's from dust. Yeah. I mean, I guess we can just go ahead and do all this. So we just chuck that in there. Probably should have split the gravel one. Oh. And if I put it on the right level, it would indeed work. We're going to go ahead and eat because it's going to take our durability. And then we start receiving. And this is how we're going to get some early resources. But it's going to be a little bit of this for the beginning. Not necessarily the hand crank, but sieving kind of like this and whatnot. Hopefully we'll get some water wheels soon. But yeah, I think we're right at about the 30-minute mark for this first episode, so probably going to end things here, you know, not let it go on too long. But if you enjoyed the video, you know, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You know, and if you have any suggestions for, you know, anything you might want to see or any questions you might have about the pack, leave them down below in the comments. I know with the suggestions thing, it's not really as open because the pack isn't accessible to everyone yet, but you know, you might be seeing this in the future when it's already out. So yeah, but anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one, and have a good one.